And it begins once again. A pretty day, a little bit of a hike. Cops harassing someone over there, making an illegal turn. And I've decided that I'm gonna go for a walk. I'm gonna walk down to the White House. I'm gonna catch Marine 1 on its way out of town in about 2 hours. Shouldn't take me that long to get there though. And also the President of Afghanistan is meeting in the White House in 13 minutes. So maybe we can catch him coming out of the White House, and then we'll go see some other cool stuff. So actually from up here, this is the Peace Cross from, I think it was put up in the memory of the Spanish-American War dead. I want to say McKinley or Teddy Roosevelt was involved in this. Maybe it was McKinley. And I think Teddy Roosevelt did the cornerstone over at the chapel, or vice versa, one or the other. But this was put up in 1898. This was raised before they started the cathedral, I believe, the construction of the cathedral. And from here, well, off in the distance, you can just make out the Washington Monument. It's behind a tree right now. Let's see if we can go around and see it. Yeah, so there's the Washington Monument. And I think, if you have an eagle eye, there's the Trump Hotel. I'm probably gonna have to like put arrows over this because you guys can't see it in this lens. And then there's the US Capitol. Way on the left there is the US Capitol. That's about 3 miles away from where we are. We are on one of the highest points in the city right now, Mount St. Albans. God, it's pretty. It's about 80 degrees today, but we're supposed to have some rain this weekend, or more heat or rain this weekend. Let me cut through this private school and sneak behind. I know there's a path around here somewhere. It's all Dead Poet Society. So for those who don't know, today is Friday, June 25th. Yeah, the 25th. And this is probably going to be my last video in DC for about a month, as I'm heading back to Asia to take care of some stuff that I've been putting off, well, since basically COVID. COVID arrived. And but I will be filming life in Asia after I get out of a 2-week quarantine. So these are hydrangeas, I guess. And apparently, after listening to 2 old ladies talk, the hydrangeas this year are really, really good. Just because of the way the weather broke this year, the cold and the hot, we have a really good year for hydrangeas. I don't know if that's true or not, but they are actually quite a lot of them in bloom right now, and they're quite vibrant and lush. Oh, there's some. Purple and blue. So you can see here they've got the fences up around these trees. It's an indication that the construction crews are going to come through and do work on this road. The District of Columbia is very, very proud of being a tree city. Tree-lined roads are kind of a fixture around here. And they discovered that whenever there was a road working crew, well, they would just sort of treat the trees poorly. They would park their backhoes and diggers on the roots. They would leave trash on top of the trees. And as a result, trees were dying. They were losing trees every time someone had to come through and cut a utility pipe or something like that. As a result, the DC government mandated, you got to fence in the trees to protect them. So now, whenever there is a construction project on the road, you see the trees are basically put in jail. So that's the Norwegian ambassador's house / consulate embassy under massive renovations. And then the Vatican. No protesters at the moment. There'll be protesters later. They're always there. And over here is the U.S. Naval Observatory master clock. And we can check the exact time versus the iPhone. So what we're going to do is we're going to run this back at super slow-mo, and we're going to compare the Apple time server with the U.S. Naval Observatory time server, and we'll see. And we'll see if Steve Jobs or the US Navy is more accurate when it comes to time and temperature signs. I just saw a scooter back there. Let's see if it's available. You can just barely see a little bit of the Vice President's house today. Just the roof line is kind of visible through the trees. It is to me. Maybe it's not on the camera because of the white balance. It's pretty hard to see the Vice President's place in the summertime. In the wintertime, it's pretty easy, but now we just don't get a very good view. And it's pretty much impossible to see the Vice President on the grounds of the Vice President Naval Observatory. The exit and entrance from her building is shielded from public view. The place where you get on the helicopter Marine 2 is on a little ridge, and you just can't see anything. So it's actually much more private than the White House, much more isolated. So guys, I'm on a bike. Usually I walk, but this part of the hike I've done so many times, it's kind of boring, and it's an annoying road and it's loud. I just get on a bike to get out of it as fast as I can. Then I can go down and walk downtown, which is more interesting. Park Police Eagle coming in, 10 minutes to landing for Marine 1, or Nighthawk 1.
National Tower 191 and position has reached. National 1 proceed as reached, watch now, altimeter 3024. Say again, altimeter for that. 3024. 3024, now, one. Nighthawk 1, service window 190 at 9, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
We'll see who comes out in a minute. Was over an hour and a half late from landing and takeoff. Hey, isn't that pretty tonight? So guys, all in all, pretty boring day. Yeah, the helicopter landing was an hour and a half late, which when you add into it the time that I get there beforehand to set up, I was standing out there about 2 hours. 2 hours to bring that little snippet of video. And I didn't even get the shot of him getting on the helicopter because it was in the way, and it's just kind of annoying. That's what happens when they land on the South Lawn. Anyway, it's now Friday evening, and tomorrow's a day of packing. Everything's pretty much set aside, but I got to make sure everything's cross the T's, dot the I's. I got to get a COVID test tomorrow morning. My first of 7 COVID tests over the next 20 days or something like that. I'm not kidding. I'm really going to have like 7 COVID tests over the next month. Don't think we'll have a video tomorrow, but we'll start filming the trip video Sunday morning early, and we'll give you some shorts while we're en route to Hong Kong, and then we'll let you see what life is like on the other side of the world for the next month. Now, I know a lot of you watch me because you want to see the White House, you want to see the Capitol, you want to see what's going on in Washington, D.C., and well, that's just not going to be around the next month. I'm going to be in Hong Kong, but I assure you, there's some cool stuff in Hong Kong. I'll try to show you some interesting stuff. Not just me eating, though, me doing other things as well. But we will catch you soon. So anyway, guys, thanks a lot for watching this. I am going to be back in Washington, D.C. within the next 30 days. We will continue showing you what we see in the big city. Just for the next 30 days, I'm going to treat you to the other side of the world. Hope you enjoy it. If it's too boring, just mute me for a while and unmute me August 1st. All right, see you guys soon. Bye-bye.